Hello friends, welcome to lecture number 15 of Total Quality Management. In this lecture, we are going to see the Six Sigma technique that is used for minimizing the defects on the site. So, I am Professor Rushikesh V. Kolle, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering in Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Koparga. So, let us start with Six Sigma technique. Six Sigma basically it is the technique which is uses the mean standard deviation. Okay, so what is basically sigma, what is standard deviation? Before going to start with Six Sigma technique, we should understand what is sigma and what is standard deviation. So sigma is a term that means standard deviation, and standard deviation, what is that? It measures how much variation exists in a distribution of the data. It is a key factor in determining the acceptable number of defective units found in a population. So sigma is nothing but a name given to the standard deviation, and that measures the variation of the defects in a population, means in a number of products. Okay, and what is then standard deviation? It is a small standard deviation, means suppose that the data cluster closely around a middle of a distribution and there is a little variability among the data. The normal distribution is bell-shaped curve that is symmetrical about the mean or average value of population. To understand the concept of standard deviation over here, we should focus on this diagram. So it is a normal distribution and the standard deviation. So normal distribution of certain values over here we have plotted, and we got the shape of these values is a bell shape. Okay, so this bell shape graph shows you certain values right from its apex, right from its center part. So if you divide this two symmetrical sections, you will get from left hand side one and from right hand side one. So the mean is nothing but a mu value we have plotted over here, and suppose it deviates 1 degree from mean value, that is what 1 sigma. If it deviates another degree, so it is second sigma, third sigma, likewise. So what is 6 sigma over here? It is suppose the deviation from mean axis to the right hand side and to the left hand side. Suppose if the defects are deviating, the values are deviating from mean value to the right hand side, that is from along the positive x-axis, that is what positive 6 sigma values. And if it deviates from mean value to the negative x-axis, it is negative sigma values up to the level 3. So these all from negative third sigma value to positive third sigma value are nothing but 6 sigma values. So it is their ranges they have given, it ranging from suppose first sigma is nothing but 68.3% distribution, normal distribution. If you go through second sigma level, it is nothing but 95.5, and third sigma, tertiary sigma level, it is 99.7 sigma values you can achieve. So it's a normal curve which is used to find out the deviations of the product from its mean value. We should stick the number of defects in our product should be minimum. So to minimize the defects per million product, per 10 lakh product, we are going to check how many defects are occurring. Okay, like this. So what is Six Sigma and its definition? So Six Sigma at many organizations, it simply means a measure of quality, okay, that strives for near perfection. And Six Sigma is what? It's a discipline, it's a data driven approach and methodology for eliminating the defects. Okay, So those defects that are driving towards Six Sigma standard with deviations between the mean and the nearest specification limit in any processes from manufacturing to the transactional and from the product to the services. So Six Sigma means a failure rate of 3.5 parts per million or 99.9997% perfect. However, the term in practice is used to denote more than simply counting the defects. So suppose what is our objective? What Six Sigma says, you have to reduce the defects to the level sigma level 6. What is sigma level 6? We should have the perfection of 99.9997 percentage out of the 100, and we should have a failure rate, that means how many defects you will get per million products you have manufactured. So there should be only 3.4 parts per million per 10 lakh products are defective. Only 3.4 parts per 10 lakh products are defective. So this is the goal that we have to reach. So this is the main definition that regarding the Six Sigma. Next we have to see, so Six Sigma can now imply a whole culture of the strategies or the tools and statistical methodologies to improve the bottom line of companies. So in all, Six Sigma is a rigorous analytical processes for anticipating and solving the problems. The main objective of Six Sigma is to improve profits through defect reduction, yield improvement, improve customer satisfaction, best in class product or the process performance. So Six Sigma is quality driven approach, and we have to satisfy the customer needs, but also whatever the products you are manufacturing, whatever the products you are delivering out of your plant, there you have to implement this Six Sigma process. This is what about the Six Sigma. Next, how many yields are there, how many levels are there in Six Sigma? Basically there are 6 Sigma levels. Okay, here this table shows level Sigma levels, the yield and the defects per million opportunities, that is DPMO. So if you see the Sigma level 1, the yield you will get 31%. That means what? 31% product that are defect free, that are having the you can say zero defects, 31%. So how many products left with the defect in 1 million? So it is nothing but, okay, 690,000. Okay, that is what? 6,90,000 you will say. So this is the Sigma level 1. So what is Sigma level 2? It is nothing but you will get 69.20% products that are defect free, or you can say 308,000 products are with the defects. That means 3,08,000. What is Sigma level 3? You will get 93.3% product that are defect free, and that is what? 66,800 products with the defects. Sigma level 4, 99.40% products are defect free. That means 6,210 products are having the defects out of million, 1 million. Sigma level 5, that is what? You will get 99.970% products defect free. That means 230 products are having the defects. That means 230 products out of 1 million product are defective one. What is about Sigma level 6? It is 99.99966% of product are defect free. That means only 3.4 products out of 1 million product out of 10 lakh product are defective one. So this level you have to achieve. That is what it is, the sigma levels. Okay, so this is your target, should be like this. We will go through sigma levels 6 and we will get the defective products only 3.4 per 1 million products. So this is what about the sigma levels, and it's the defects per million opportunities. So see here, it is a sigma short-term process output. Suppose if you want to know about what is sigma, 6 sigma, what is 1.5 sigma, what is 4.5 sigma. So there are certain levels they have given. So its middle bell-shaped curve, it is what, it's a mean, and there is a shift of that mean sigma level to the 6 sigma level, that is what lower side limit, and this is on right hand side, it's the upper side limit. So lower side limit says that if your sigma is shifting from 1.5 sigma 0 sigma to 1.5 sigma, you will get the more number of chances of letting down the defects per million. And if you shift it to 4.5 sigma degree again, then you will get only 3.4 products that will have the defect free, that will have only defects. So like this. So this is what, how to shift the sigma from mean sigma level to the 6 sigma level. So this shift you have to occur over here. Okay, next is about why it is important 6 sigma. See, now the world class companies, okay, like Motorola, General Electric, various Toyota car company, or you can say General Motors, these all are operating these 6 sigma standards. So they are typically operate at about 4 sigma or 99% perfection. So to get to more the sigma levels, that means cutting down all the huge cost and thereby wasting dollars. Okay, so whatever the dollars you are wasted over there, you can cutting down, you can get down that dollars, and you will get efficient and the quality products out of it. So for example, if you were at 4 sigma level, you would be producing the products at a rate of 6200 defectives per year per million, that you have to reduce to 3.4% defective if you are at 6 sigma level. So this is what, so 6200 at sigma level 4 to 3.4 at sigma level 6. So it's a huge difference you will create between sigma, only the shifting from sigma 4 to sigma 6. So this is what about the importance of the 6 sigma. Next, what are different tools that are required for 6 sigma? So there is one tool they have shown, it is DMAC. So DMAC is nothing but these are the tools which are applied within a simple performance improvement model, that is known as DMAC. DMAIC, it's an acronym, or you can also know it is by define, measure, analyze, improve and control. So DMAC can be described as follows. Here D stands for the goals of improved activity. Okay, that is nothing but at the top level, suppose the goals will be the strategic objectives of an organization, and such as there will be the higher rate of rate on the investment, return of the investment or the market share. So at such operation level, the goals might be increased throughout the production department. So at project level, the goals might be to reduce the defect level and increase the output, okay, through output. So apply data mining methods to identify potential improvement opportunities like this. Next, M stands for measure the existing system. That means establish valid and reliable matrices to help the monitoring the processes towards its goal. Define the previous step or begin by determining the current baseline. So therefore you have to use exploratory or descriptive data analysis to help yourself for understanding the data. Here A stands for analyze the system, to identify the ways to eliminate the gap between the current performance of the system or the processes and to achieve the desired goal. So you have to apply statistical tools to guide the analysis. Next, I stands for here, it is improve the system. That means be creative in finding the new ways to do new things better in cheaper or in faster manner. So you have to use project management and other planning and management tools to implement the new approach. You can use statistical methods also to validate the improvement. Next is C. C stands here for control the new system. That means you have to institute the improved system by modifying the compensation and incentive systems or the policies, procedures, the budget, the maximum retail price, operating instructions and other management systems. So you may wish to utilize the system such as ISO 9001 or to assure that the documentation is correct one. So these are the tools that are used for driving the Six Sigma levels, okay, in an organization. The tool name is DMAC. Okay, remember this. So this is about the today's lecture, that is on Six Sigma. Okay. So in next lecture we are going to start with new topic. Till then, thank you.